I think it would be perfect for me because I have a hard time finding a guy in a normal way. So,
I
would you
like
do it if
it.
they asked you to do it if they had a gay version?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm a little wary of meeting someone without seeing them, but sure, let's go for it. Why
Right.
not?
Okay, last couple questions here. Who is your best guest of 2023 that we should all go back and listen to that podcast episode?
I mean, listen, probably my second biggest hit of the year was your and my friend Bo Deedle. That's probably my second biggest thing of the whole year. But my number one real breakout moment, I don't know if breakout moment is the right word when you're in your fourth year, but one of my favorite guests and probably one of the biggest moments was Juicy Joe Judice. We love Joe Judice, Teresa's ex. He's such a gentle bear. He's so sweet, and he's a hard guest to get. And look, I mean, the man went through, he was in ICE before
Mm,
being deported. Like, this is like, you talk about real life stuff. I love Juicy Joe. He's my best favorite guest of the year.
okay. So my favorite guest, I mean, I have a ton. I have so many. I'm guest driven, so I have a guest twice a week with a different story about a different topic. I will say for your listeners, the biggest guest who I love, I'm still friends with, I talk to him a couple times a week, is Mike Shuhead from the Shaws of Sunset. Now, people love to hate on this guy, but that's the perfect opportunity for him to come on my show and talk about why he's misunderstood. He, tells a lot of bombs. He talk bombshell stories. He talks about, his arrest, the domestic violence accusations. He talks about why the show was canceled. He talks about his time on the show, how he got on the show. It was one of my best episodes. He's very good. And just so you guys know, he's starting a podcast. It's going to drop in January of 2024, I guess. I'm going to be a guest on his show eventually in the first couple episodes, I think. But I really like him as a person. I know some people have a hard time with him, but when you get to know him, I think that you will really like him. So anyway, that was one of the guests that I thought you would appreciate. The second one I want to talk about is my guest. His name is Jay Godfrey. He owns a place called New Shama. The reason I'm bringing that up, it was, again, one of my top episodes, but it's about ketamine as a treatment for depression and PTSD. And why that's important now is because they're saying that part of the cause of death for Matthew Perry was because he had
Yeah.
been using ketamine and ended up drowning. So I'm going to actually do a repeat of my episode with Jay Godfrey on January 1st because it was such a good episode. It breaks down what ketamine is, what happens when you abuse it, what happens when you use it in a positive way. And he has a treatment clinic in New York where you can go sit in and for, an hour, get this ketamine treatment and change your life kind of, and then leave. So we break all that down. I ask all the questions I know you want to ask about it. I just think it's such a good episode. So I hope people listen to it. They can go back and listen to it in the past, or they can listen to, it'll be on the top of my list for January 1st. So that's
No
that.
one loves a good repeat more than me. I love issuing my repeats. There's so much lost on the back feed when you get to like thousands of episodes. You got to issue those repeats. I'm all
It's
about
so
it.
true. It's so true. So people shouldn't look at repeats as something like, oh, we don't want to put out new content. Not at all. We just love our content so much. We want people
They're lost.
that weren't listeners back then to hear what we were doing because, some of those episodes, like I did one of my first two episodes or three episodes was with Perez Hilton. Some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth is so interesting, because he got canceled for a while there, and he really talks about taking ownership of that. I don't know. There's so many good things that I love in there. So, is there a guest that you want in 2024?
I mean, this question's so hard because it's like, are we living in reality or are we just living in like anything is possible? Because if we're living in anything is possible, Madonna, that's who I would like.
Okay, in reality, who do you want in 2024?
Isn't that a good question? Probably I go to Beverly Hills Housewives, maybe like Erica Jane.
A
Erica
Kyle?
Jane, probably. Yeah, but I think I would take Erica probably out
Yeah.
of all of them.
Have you
Had
ever? Have
Sutton.
you ever? I was going to say, have you ever had Sutton? I like her.
I've had Sutton like a lot of times. I've had Crystal, Erica, just because like I feel Erica really is in this type of setting honest, if you can believe that. I'll probably get hate for saying that, but I feel like Erica would be like a real honest interview.
Hmm. Okay.
Erica. But
For me,
Madonna, really.
Okay. For me, I would like Conrad Murray. He is the doctor who was held responsible for killing Michael Jackson. He
A
has
good
come out
one.
and said over the years that it was not his fault, that he left the room to take a call from his girlfriend, and Michael, who had not fallen asleep from the propofol, upped the amount, and he didn't know because he wasn't in the room. But there are so many questions to ask this guy. Listen, I grew up on Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. I want to know what happened to him, and I'd love to talk to the guy who was in the room with him when he died, or was present. So to me, that's a huge guest.
I believe my team has reached out to him before, like 2 years ago, and I believe if you have 50,000 that you can wire him, he will be your guest tomorrow.
That
Just
is true. I
FYI.
actually myself did talk to him last year before
Oh,
I started my podcast. He and his people, and they said that he would do it for 50,000. You are
see,
correct.
there you go.
I don't pay my guests. I don't know if you do. I don't think you do.
No.
And we don't need to. People that want to come on and tell their story or promote whatever business they're promoting or show want to come on and talk. And when you pay someone, it taints the conversation a little bit. So I do not believe in doing that.
Me either.
So we'll see what happens. All right. Last question. What do you want to see happen in pop culture in 2024?
I would like Cher to go on tour.
Ooh, that's a good one.
She has the new Christmas album. She just did so much press. I mean, this woman, you would think she was 20. She literally was in every country plugging this Christmas album. Number one Christmas album. She's now the only person that has had a number one song in 7 decades. I just feel Cher wants to be back out there and or do another residency in Vegas. I want this was like a little catnip for me. I want some share in my life for 2024, and
Right.
I hope Housewives gets better. What do you hope?
Maybe they'll announce a new show for the housewives, like a new area. I'm in Palm Beach. You're in the Hamptons. um, you
Should we
know,
do a Palm Beach Hamptons Housewives
yeah. I mean, I think that they're ready for like a new place, maybe.
franchise? Yeah,
I think that I'd like to see some exciting marriage announcement, proposal. Like um, Jewel is now dating, what's his name?
Tom
From
Brady.
No, from Yellowstone.
Oh,
Um, and I'll think of his name in a second. But
I don't know why I said Tom Brady.
no, who's the guy from? Oh my God, you guys, listeners know who I'm talking about. But
I
anyway,
don't watch Yellowstone.
well, do you watch? He just broke up with his wife, and it was, she wanted $200 million.
Kevin Costner.
Yes, thank you. Oh my God, I'm losing my
See,
mind.
I knew it was one of the major bachelors that just got. See, I was close with Tom Brady, but yes,
That would be
Kevin
fun if we had
Costner.
like some big wedding, or Travis and Taylor. I would love to see that proposal happen. So maybe a proposal will happen for you and I, not together, but
Maybe, but we would have to start dating someone like right now, probably like
sure.
today.
Well, listen, folks, people that have no hope, you never know what's going to happen on any given day. You can wake up and your life can change. You can run into somebody at the supermarket. So never give up hope. 2024 can be a great year. You can get married. You can change your job. You can, I don't know, something exciting can happen. It's always on the horizon. So don't give up. What are you doing for New Year's, David?
Believe it or not, I'm going to be in the Hamptons and I'm going to go to Tudo El Giorno, which is just